that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, the tease in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome.
So y'all, welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. All right. Oh, very good. Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully that last break session was a productive one for you. Mine was pretty good. So I did a little bit of more work on this side project that I am trying to get released. Maybe I'll talk about it because it's going to be like in parts, sort of. It's an ongoing thing, right? So I kind of want to just get it out there and get the ball rolling because I'm going to be doing other things that will kind of point to it. So this is kind of like the starting ground for other things that I'll be working on. And so I wanted to kind of go through, I think I showed the transitions part, the view transition part last week. So I kind of want to show it deployed and I added some other stuff on top of it. So, and then talk about what I'm going to go into next with it, right? So, all right, here we go. Share my screen. All righty, cool. Share this tab here. All right, so this is a site that I'm making. This is super bare bones right now. Like you can see I'm using Astro. And so I'm using the Astro basic template as like the base. And then I'm adding stuff on top of it. So that way I have like everything that I kind of need from the jump, right? That I know it's working. I can get it deployed quickly and get it going. So this is deployed right now. And let me refresh the page. Like it's mad quick, you know what I'm saying, which is dope. I was doing some of the Lighthouse stuff. And I'm like hundreds and like 90s, high 90s right now. So there's some stuff I need to do on my end to make it a little bit better, but like it's pretty good. All right, so here is the site. And again, this is just basically, I added this. I'm hosting on Cloudflare. I want to try out some of their stuff. So I'm hosting on Cloudflare. And so the whole point, I forgot to say what it actually is. So I build a lot of projects, right? A lot of different random projects for me mostly. And at times people are like, hey, how could I have something like that, right? And so especially for like my travel photo gallery blog thing, not even a blog, this photo gallery thing that I have, and some like streaming stuff. So I'm going to go and create starter projects for those so that people can like install, like one click, fill out some information, and then you have a starter project that you can then build on top of to make it more of your own. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like where you have all the functionality there and you're able to customize it with styling or whatever, or maybe move elements around. And that way it's a little bit more catered to you, customized to you. And if you want to dive into more and add some more functionality, you'll be able to also kind of try to keep it as straightforward as possible. So if you want to add on to it, hopefully it won't be that much more difficult. And I'm using Astro as like a framework for a bunch of the projects because I like how you can build, like if you're used to React, you can add React components to it. Or if you're used to Svelte, like so if I were to do my own custom stuff, it would be like in Svelte. And they have Preact and all the bunch of stuff, and even Lit. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty dope as a good, I think, like a starting base to be able to build stuff. Instead of building on a certain library's framework, here it's kind of like it reaches more people. I'm hoping maybe something like, I'm hoping like some sort of Angular, you know what I'm saying? Or the one that the homie's working on, like Analog. That'd be kind of cool if Analog was somehow able to be in there, because then you'd be able to open it up to Angular folks. But for right now, this is, for me, like the broadest thing that you can get for people, because they don't have to worry about like back-end stuff, really. You know what I mean? Like it's mostly just because it does the file-based routing, which I like. So you don't have to worry about routes and all these things. So pretty dope. All right. So all that to say, it's going to be a place where people can go and make their own, use starter projects that I create and make their own project, their own applications that they can use. Yes, that's probably the best, most succinct way I can say that. All right, cool. So I'm going to get rid of all the stuff here, whatever. But right now, so I have my like little my emoji, bitmoji of me, sort of, that I made. And so, it says, hey, I'm Dwayne. And so I have this thing here where you can clone this, and then you select a starter. And it doesn't even show up on the preview. Oh, it's interesting. Weird. I wonder why it doesn't show up in the screen share. I don't know. But then I have different starters here. So let's say I have like a code along, which I'm going to be launching soon. That's the view transitions. Like, it animated so nicely and so dope. That is kind of awesome. You know what I mean? And so I'm actually going to be redoing another one of them. So, all right. So that's view transitions, right? But then all the different starter projects, they're coming. I'm using Astro's content collections to do that. So they're basically like markdown files, and I bring those into the application, and so that way I can have a list of them. So if I want to add another one, all I need to do is just add another markdown file for that project. So it's going to be a little bit easier for me to be able to update, right? And so I can just do that anywhere. Like, I just go to the GitHub repo, add the markdown file, and then that's it, because it will then build, because it's hooked up to Cloudflare. And so it will then build or what have you, and then deploy it and be good, right? So I don't really need to be like on a computer or whatever. So if it's something I need to change or fix or whatever, I can do it right there. Cool. So yeah, so this has like some of the information that I put into the markdown file, just like random things, right? Cool. Now I also have so let me go to another. So this is like the code along thing that will be launching soon. So that's gonna be kind of cool. Then I have one for like event streaming. So you saw how that kind of changed. So this one I actually have it done, but I'm getting some different like organizations to test it to stream their events. And so that's basically what I did it for, because I have a site where I was streaming local Orlando group events, right? So like Orlando devs, or like the PHP group or the Go group or whatever. Like, I was going to these events anyway, so I figured why not stream them for people who can't make it, right? And so since I've been kind of traveling a lot, sometimes I miss events, and I wanted people to be able to stream their events themselves. So that's the whole point of this. So it's like one-click deploy. You fill out some environmental variables, and you're able to like create events. There's like a host section, there's a guest section, there's an admin, and then you can just kind of run. If you have a webcam, you can like stream an event, and then you can stream to a page on your site, or you can also stream to like YouTube and Twitch and all those other places. So that's pretty cool. So I have a group, Orlando devs, kind of testing it out, sort of. So yeah, I'm going to start like slowly breaking it out and then put it on here for people to check out for themselves. All right. Then there's another one, the photo gallery. Now the photo gallery one is pretty much done already, but I want to update it so that see these view transitions. It wasn't available. It wasn't a thing when I first created the photo gallery starter. So now I want to upgrade the version of Astro to be able to take advantage of it, because what I had originally, I wanted view transitions, but I could not get it to work. I could get it to work in my sample project, but like getting it deployed just would not work. But now with it built into Astro, I think it would be a lot easier. So I'm going to kind of like refactor it to make it work with that. And yeah, so that's that. And so this one, so it's going to have like, so like you see some of the steps here. You click to deploy to Netlify, and then a bunch of fill in some stuff here, kind of tell you where to get it and all this other stuff. Pretty cool, right? Now, what I'm thinking, so this information here, the steps, is actually being pulled from the GitHub repo. So if I ever need to update the instructions or anything, I don't need to go into it, which would still be easy. I can just go to the repo, which I'm going to change anyway, because that's where the instructions need to be. And I can just change it there, and it will automatically pull into here. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about how that's going to work. And then the final one is like I have the shop, and I'll have like where my shirts and stuff are at or whatever. So there's that. And then going back to home. So I have like a layout that I want to use. and it's looking kind of good, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a quick sketch thing. And so I want to build it out, but all the parts are pretty much there. And now it's about me finding the best layout for it. And that's the way I work, is that I could have like a design, right? But then I don't really know until I have the data if that design is going to work. So a lot of times I'll just get all the data that I need on a page, and then I can look back at it, kind of step back and look and be like, all right, this may work better here than I was originally thinking because it may take up more space, or maybe I can somehow like move things around so it makes a little bit more sense, right? And sizing things, because maybe one thing I thought I wanted to be bigger, maybe I needed to be smaller because something else needs to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I have like a general layout, like where I want things, but to finalize it, I like to see the actual data on there. So all the different things like the drop down and all this stuff. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty cool, I think. Like it's coming out pretty good. And so I'm going to mess around with it a little bit more. And yeah, so now that's pretty much it. Cool. So now so this is using the view transitions. I got that incorporated, as well as the content collections. Yeah, content collections. Now the next thing is I'm going to have it for the stuff that's coming soon. I want people to be able to like get notified. So my plan is to be able to have like a get notified button that will open up a modal or something that will then have you log in with your GitHub, right? And then because all this stuff you're using GitHub anyway, so I figured that'd be a good way to kind of authenticate folks who are interested, right? And so you authenticate with GitHub, and then you'll be able to select what starters you want to get updates on. And then I'll have your email from GitHub, but you'll also be able to change it. I just need to know you are a actual person that has a GitHub account. You can change your email because sometimes your email might be locked to like one of my GitHub emails is my work email. You know what I'm saying? And so I wouldn't want to get updates to that. So you'll be able to change that. And so I kind of have it working. So I like to do like smaller projects, right? And so what I'm going to do, and it gives me an opportunity to try this new thing, which is share this tab here, Astro DB. And so like I said, I'm using Astro anyway. And so I wanted to try out their new database solution. And so they have, by the way, I'm gonna put a link to this next to the recording video so you can check that out. And so they have this database that's kind of like almost, it works hand in hand inside the framework, which is dope, right? And so I'm going to use that. So this is kind of like how it looks. I don't have anything in there yet, but hopefully soon. So I was reading their blog post. So hold on, let me see something here. Hold on, so I want to show a demo real quick. Hopefully that'll work. So I created this like a smaller project to see if I could kind of understand what's happening before I put it into the deployed one. You know what I'm saying? And maybe mess something up. So here is, let me refresh this. Okay, yeah, no, see, I knew that was going to happen. I got to connect to the project. I'm using Stack Blitz. So sometimes it like goes to sleep or whatever. All right, so what I'm going to do is, so I click sign in with GitHub, right? Cool. Then it's oh, wait, you know what? I have to change something. It's not going to work. Okay, never mind. So, but it was working. I think I have to, oh, wait, I think I know what it is. I changed. Oh, yeah. Because it needs a callback URL. And so I changed that. Oh, wait, no, wait. I think I have it. I think, you know what? No, I think I needed a public URL for the callback. And they don't have, like, you can't really do that with Stack Blitz so much. So I think I did that on Code Sandbox. Let me see. Let me double check real quick. I think I did it on Code Sandbox. That's why there was a repo for it. Let me see something here. Yeah, here we go. Let me try this one. So that's why I was saying 404, because it's not an actual URL. So let me wait for that one to load up. So it's kind of taking a second. So I have this. So I have Code Sandbox. So stuff where I need like a public URL for things like OAuth, I have Code Sandbox. So Let me see. Is it going? Oh wait. Hold on. Let me. Oh wait. It did load. It loaded somewhere. Where? Oh, there it is. Let me open window. All right. Hopefully this will work. All right. So going to sign in with GitHub. Cool. See, it took me to my to say, hey, do you want to do this? Great. So yes, continue. It's redirecting me back. Bam. What? So that's the next thing I'm going to work on. So it tells me here, right? Cool. Great. I am so happy that worked. I am using a package from these folks here. I saw it mentioned in the GitHub. They're using it for their showcase site. And so I was like, oh, I've never heard of this. So let me check it out. And so it's called Lucia. I think it's Lucia, like St. Lucia's Island, I think. And so I'm going to copy and paste this because they have like a whole like tutorial on how to use it with Astro. And funny enough, it was for the GitHub OAuth, which was perfect for me. So I'm like, it must be fate, right? And so I am, so I kind of went through it, and as you can see, I got it working. And so I'm going to go in and put that into the project that I'm working on. And yeah, so I'll be able to get that working. And so yeah, it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets you some information. And oh, and then the person who worked on Lucia actually created a, let me see if I can find it again. What was it? Here we go. Create an adapter for AstroDB. So with this here, you can use any database to like log the people who are logging in, right? But they create, and like I said, I wanted to use AstroDB. So this person actually, which is pretty dope, created an adapter for it. And when I was using it, it was using like an older version of AstroDB, but it looks like it's been updated to the later versions. So I'll be able to, so good thing I waited. So now I don't have to go back and use an older version of AstroDB. I can just go ahead and use like the newest ones. And so yeah, so that's pretty dope. And yeah, so that's it there. I'm gonna copy and paste a link to this as well. So shouts to all these folks doing super cool things. Let me add this here. And yeah, so that is where I'm at with this project. I think it's coming along pretty good. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to be able to get it out there, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to like build upon other things that I'm working on. So should be cool, right? So we'll see. All right, I'm going to get y'all back to work because like I see, I want to work on this a little bit more and get that going. And yeah, I think this week I should be able to hopefully, fingers crossed, get it launched. And then I'll be able to work on other stuff to add to it and drive people to it maybe. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have some news next week. Maybe I'll do another demo with it. All right, so that is it. Let me know what y'all think. It's coming together pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I've done everything I'm doing online. Like all the coding is done online. So nothing local to my machine. And so, yeah, it's working out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. All right, so let me get y'all back to work. Again, thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is Nujabez featuring Apani B. The track is called Thank You, because thanks again for hanging out. See you around. And yeah, thanks again. All right, here you go. Be easy. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show